So G protein receptor, we've got like a membrane, right? And then we've got this receptor that spans through, right? So this is and with smell, there's several different types of odorant receptors that bind to specific odors, right? But they all basically work fundamentally the same way. Okay, and then what we have is like this 3 subunit thing going on right here. And then, okay.
That's the G protein, right?
Yeah, this is the G protein. It's got an alpha, beta, and gamma subunit. Oh, that's really bad. Whatever. It looks like a Y. Right, so actually it's reversed. So it's gamma, beta, alpha, right? Okay, so this is how it is at rest. Before anything binds, this is kind of the resting point of this cell. So what happens is we get an odorant, which is like when you smell something, the particles in the air, they actually contain these odorant molecules, which then bind to receptors in your nose, right? And what that does is it activates this G protein. And what it causes is this alpha subunit. So I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain because it's kind of like this bind and magic happens and this goes over here, right?
Yeah.
But what it's actually causing is there's intermolecular forces in between this signal and this receptor. And when it binds, it causes like a shift in the shape of this receptor, which causes kind of a chain reaction. But the specifics of that, it's not that big of a deal. But just know that when the odorant binds, it activates the G protein and causes it to separate. So now our alpha is over here. Okay? All right. And then there's an enzyme over here called adenylate cyclase, right? Which is also kind of inactive until the alpha subunit binds to it, right? Okay. Okay, so adenylate cyclase. Okay, so alpha subunit binds and activates adenylate cyclase. So now this is active. So before it wasn't active, right? All right, and then
It says the ATP is used along with the alpha to activate it, right?
yeah, so catalyze the conversion of ATP to cyclic AMP. Okay, so all right, so there's basically now ATP comes in and binds to the adenylate cyclase, which then is able to create what's called CAMP, or cyclic AMP. And this is kind of like a second messenger, they call it. So, and I'll explain why. And then further along here, we've got like a sodium channel, and cyclic AMP causes this channel to open and causes sodium to come into the cell, right? Which starts an action potential, right? Sodium rushing into the cell, think action potential, right? Because this is happening like at, like if you look at the nose, this is what's happening right like here, okay? So this generates action potential that goes up into the olfactory bulb, which then goes to the brain and is interpreted as smell, right? Right? So
there's 3 ways to get there: the stereococcylar, the chorda tympani, the glossopharyngeal nerve, and the vagus nerve.
Well, that's taste.
Oh, that's taste.
where the chorda, I think that's also hearing too. Chorda tympani, I think that's.